may contain graphic materials, swearing, crying, may contain anything at this point. This is your warning. No littles in the room. Thanks.
From day one, you fought for your life, and you blew everyone away.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back.
Welcome.
I'm Jesse,
I'm Alisha.
and we are changing the chances.
Yes, we are. I'm glad you just joined us today. What does that look for?
I'm just wondering, like, you're like,
Somebody's got to add a little flair. I can't have a silky, sultry voice. Got to rely on something else.
I get that.
Do you? Do you?
I'm just now finding out about my amazing radio voice. So,
Well, not just barely, because, we're
no,
like 20-something episodes in, so.
But,
We're like almost to the halfway mark of a year. I don't know what episode we're on, so that's why I'm
I think like 29 or something like that.
I was going to say
26.
26.
I don't
So
know.
we're like halfway.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
I would be way more excited if I actually knew this was 26. So I'm just saying. So fun fact that it is, as we are recording this, oh crap, what? Oh, damn it, it's only 25. We're not quite there. So next week I'll get really excited because it will be legitimately halfway there. I'm going to store that. Anyways, so as we are recording this, it is 2 days before Piper's birthday.
That is correct.
And she will be 8.
We're going to have a little birthday party for her tomorrow.
So I am sure that on the next podcast we will talk about it a little bit because it's important.
Yeah.
8's a big deal.
It is a big deal. I don't know where 8 years went, but...
I know. And I'm just going to continue saying that every year that comes because
Yeah, probably.
I don't know where they're going
And
at all.
At this
Seriously.
point, they're kind of starting to blur together.
So, yeah, that's exciting.
So we figured we were going to, since it's Piper's birthday weekend, and the show's pretty much all about her anyway, we're going to focus this episode on Piper and her likes and dislikes that we've noticed over the years with certain things. And
Yeah.
I actually got some help from a friend of mine at work, and a new listener. She knows who she is.
Shout out to the new listener.
Yeah.
Woo woo.
And she's like, yeah, I'm only like X amount of episodes in, but if you haven't covered this, maybe, try and fit that in or something.
Which I know
And I'm
that
like, that's-
through the episodes we have definitely like covered stuff because we talk about everything and all the things and
Then we go out in the left field.
all the things.
Yeah, all that. But yeah, we just wanted to kind of, because her likes and dislikes are going to change, just like everyone.
Yeah. As humans.
Everyone does as
Yep.
they grow up and they change as a person. Their likes and their dislikes change.
Yeah.
So Piper has pretty much always liked weird noises.
Thank goodness she has you as a dad because I cannot make weird noises, but he sure can.
Well, and even just like a backfire from a car or, just the most random sounds sometimes she will just start laughing over.
This isn't like super random. It's kind of random in the idea that I am preparing for her birthday party and I blew up a bunch of balloons early because I'm not waiting till the last minute because I absolutely hate it. And we were sitting at dinner at the table, just sitting, eating, and a balloon popped out of nowhere. That's the random part. It just popped out of nowhere. Jesse was trying to fight somebody. Piper jumped and then began to laugh, and I'm pretty sure I had a heart attack. That is how this looked.
When Alisha says I was trying to fight somebody, like my first reaction was I clenched my fist and looked in the direction of the popping balloon.
Yeah, because he wanted to punch somebody that was apparently
not knowing, what am I going to do? But I sure as shit was ready to throw down if I had to.
Yes, but Piper did jump, and then she immediately laughed. She loves stuff like that. She loves unexpected noises. She likes to be scared.
Yeah, there it is. Like the surprise, scared, shocked.
Mm-hmm.
She loves it.
Yeah. Of course she jumps, but then she laughs.
And she always has, ever since she was a little baby.
I know.
She'd get going and she'd just start rolling and laughing when oh man. And she still does.
I mean, and it was a good time. We all laughed and yeah. Fun stuff.
Just
so random noises.
It was like one person, multiple personalities.
Oh gosh.
Fight or flight, fight. Oh man, this is funny. A little shocking, but this is funny.
I'm definitely killing over and dying.
And having a heart attack and dying. I remember I asked you, I'm like, did you tinkle a little bit? You look like you might have tinkled a little bit.
Like no, but I'm pretty sure my heart stopped. Pretty sure that happened.
Yeah, Piper laughed for, gosh, man, like a good minute or two. Just, it was the funniest thing.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, that girl. A random thing that she does like. So in Piper's world, traditional toys aren't always exciting because she doesn't know how to interact with a lot of traditional toys.
Well, and a lot of traditional toys can take a lot more fine motor skills than what we give typical children credit for. Like, you know.
No, they have skills.
Even just leaning over and
when you can see a button and push a button with one finger, like
or
that's monumental.
Like a car and vroom, vroom, like just moving it. Like it takes your sight, it takes your hand, your motor skills.
It's a lot.
It is. It's
you
a lot.
You don't even realize it.
It's a lot, and you don't realize it.
So one of her teachers introduced us to this way of learning. It's called active learning over COVID, because obviously Piper wasn't going back to school, stuff like that. So one of the things we found that Piper absolutely loves, and she can do all by herself, is a metal bowl full of ping pong balls.
100%.
Loves
just
it.
The most simple thing, and
the noise, being able to do it herself. She knocks them on the floor. Loves it.
Well, and she reaches in because she has a set number of balls in there, and she reaches in and she pulls them out.
Knocks them out. She does not pull them out.
She does not pull them out. She knocks them out. Let's just be clear about that.
Yes.
And just the other day, she had a couple left, and I told her, yeah, you got 2 left. You got to pull them out. And she knocked the whole bowl on the floor and was like, there you go. I did that.
So there's this thing, as you say that reminds me, like, as parents, sometimes I think we teach our kids bad habits and not realizing at the moment it's a bad habit. And I say this. So in Piper's case, because obviously she has limited mobility and control, we taught her to push things onto the floor intentionally because she doesn't have much control. So it made sense that if you can do it, she gets enjoyment out of it. We should teach you to do that. That's great. I do not.
And she was also listening. Like, we could tell her, push it on the floor.
Yeah.
And she understood.
And she has the ability to do it.
And she has the ability to do it. And she does it. So, it's a good cause and effect.
So it's great. And it's wonderful. But as years have gone on, like, I do like to have Piper help me bake and make food, stuff like that. So the thing is I always have to watch her now. Because if I put a bowl in front of her, she's going to want to push it on the floor because that's what we've taught her.
Let's make a cake.
Which is fine.
Full of cake and cake mix and eggs and...
But, I taught her something, and now I have to live with that. Again, which is fine.
Yeah, I'm like, it is what it is.
Another thing that I have taught her is, I'm going to try and to describe this. So I sit Piper on my lap sideways, and she throws herself backwards. Throws herself. Uses her feet, uses her body. Throws herself backwards. I let her. I catch her. And then I bring her back up to a sitting position. And she absolutely loves it. Laughs. It's a game. And I tell her, I encourage her, do it again. Yep. I don't do it for her. She has to do it. If you want to participate, then you have to participate. That's how this works. Which is fine and dandy.
She really works for it, man. She really does.
But she's only getting bigger. And she's only getting stronger.
And heavier.
And she really, really loves it. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person who really plays it with her because, one, it can be terrifying because if you don't catch her or you lose your grip, then she could fall.
I do it in like a different way. But yeah, I don't do it that way. But yeah, you're the only one that does it.
The way I do it? Yeah.
The way you do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because she loves it. But again, she's getting bigger and I have now taught her something that some point I might have to unteach her or modify. I don't know, because she's going to get too big for it.
Well, and I've taught her that ow is funny.
Is funny. And I kept telling him, don't do that. You're going to regret doing that. He didn't listen. I'm just letting you know now. I did warn him.
Because when she was little, like, you know, I'd be playing with her and stuff, and I'd grab her hands and make her punch my face, like in my cheeks and stuff, and ow, ow. So now she doesn't realize it, that she's gotten stronger.
And she throws a right hook.
Oh, man. Or a backhand, or a kick in the ribs, or like whatever. And I'll do a legit ow because it'll hurt and be like, oh, ow. And she just thinks it's funny and will almost instantaneously repeat the action if she can.
Because it's funny.
Because it's funny. I've taught her that it's funny. And it's a game for her. So that's something that I think I might have to unteach her, because apparently now ow is funny. It's a game.
And I told you it would be. I did tell you it would be. But you know, all fun and games at the moment.
It was, because like she was...
I get it. It was something she could do, and she was participating, and you wanted her to, so you continue it. And unfortunately, we're paying for it now. With a kick to the ribs that actually hurts.
Oh, well, it's like a couple weeks ago when she straight up slapped me. Like, open palm.
Of course, you know, we could just follow our own instructions to everybody else. Like, if you don't want to get hit, then get out of range, because she's not coming after you. You're just within range, so just move.
It's true, but, you know, when you're just kind of snuggled up with her and she, like, spastically just whack.
Yeah, I know. I know. Happens. Piper really loves music. Loves music.
That's another one she's always really enjoyed ever since she was a baby.
Yep.
Like, Isolette.
Yeah. I mean, and we did take an iPod to the hospital for music to be played with her.
Yeah.
We did not play fun lullaby music. We played our music.
AC/DC, Metallica.
I mean, there were Disney songs.
There was Disney songs and
it was
and
everything.
Country.
Yeah, there was lots of stuff.
Like all kinds of stuff. But
lots of stuff. It wasn't classical. There was lots of classical music being played in the NICU, but I think we kind of strayed from that path. And
I mean, she did listen to a lot of the classical and stuff too, though.
Nothing that we put on there, though.
No, just from being in there.
Yeah.
Because her hearing is excellent.
Yes.
So.
Yes. So she loves music. And you can ask her. She's very intelligent. You can ask her if she wants to listen to it, and she will respond appropriately with her excitedness.
And or not to give a fuckness.
Yeah. I mean, you know, whatever she's feeling at the moment.
It's true.
She has feelings.
She lets you know with her body language, you know, for the most part. And that's what we're working on is communication. And that way she can not only communicate with just us, but with everyone else, her other members of our family and the world. Yeah. Eventually she's going to have to.
Yeah, that is the ultimate goal. Yes.
The ultimate goal is to protect her and always shield her from all the bullshit of the world, and for me to at least outlive her.
I think that's
so that I can die knowing that I don't have to worry about her.
Oh, okay. I mean, but ultimately, I think every parent wants to shield their child from the bullshit of the world. Yes, every parent.
You do. You want to shield them from
parent ever.
I think if she was a typical kid,
every parent.
Can I speak, please? This is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do.
I'm going to remember that next time you cut me off, the next 500 times you cut me off. Just so you know that. I'm just going to make the gesture. So I hope you know that means shut up.
Oh, shut up. You shut up.
Okay, continue. If she was more typical, please continue with what you were saying.
I think I would be a little more open into letting her experience the world just a little bit. You know, like let her get some bumps and bruises and, you know, some heartbreaks and shit like that. But I think just due to all of our trauma, ours as a family and everything, that's what makes me want to keep her like in this time machine thing for me to be able to last long enough to take care of her until she passes. I don't I don't want to like get sick or something and start dying and know that you're going to be by yourself trying to take care of her and that she's probably going to outlive you and then she's not going to have anybody because like I already think about that shit. So a part of me would like to kind of keep her in that bubble. But if she was typical, I think that I would let a little more happen to her because she's more capable. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you rode a bike and fell down and got hurt and went outside and hung out with other girls and did stupid things and, you know, like, whatever. I don't know. I guess now I'm just rambling.
Well, I just didn't want to cut you off. I just wanted to make sure you were finished with your thought. I understand what you're saying. I also think that it's easier to say that because you don't actually know. You know, it's always easier from the outside.
Well, yeah. I mean, because those are things that I want her to experience. But at the same time, like,
I gotcha.
Since we've come so close to losing her so many times, like, it's, I don't.
I get that. I can understand. 100%.
So thank you for letting me complete my thought.
You're welcome. I don't know what.
Oh god, we don't want the sass part. Can we go back to like the nice part?
Only if we can leave that in the podcast. You asking if we can stop with the sass. Just so you know, this is just life. This is what we do.
Yeah. Some of her dislikes, I think maybe we can touch base on some of those.
Yeah, whatever.
She does not like being by herself.
Hates it with a passion.
Like, almost.
Could that be because she was in the NICU and was always by herself? I mean, and she wasn't always by herself. I was there every day of her life in the NICU, but, you know, I'm not there 24/7.
And the nurses aren't even there 24/7.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's very isolating.
Possibly. Could it be because, I don't care what anybody says, I know that she felt the loss of her brother. Like,
well, I think that's
especially being a twin.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's a big thing in general when they say with twins. Like, they just know because you're together from day one.
Well, and even
like literally day one.
I don't know if you have it posted on like the Instagram or your Facebook page or whatever, but the picture that we have, it's a black and white picture, and it was taken after we lost Caleb. And
yeah, I think I posted it when we talked about his memorial.
And she instinctively grabbed his hand, like the sweetest thing ever.
Oh, I don't have that picture posted. You
don't have the one that we have upstairs where she's like
no, but I think it's his hand on hers. I don't think it's the other way around. No. But no, I didn't post that one. You are correct. I just posted the one of him, purely of him. But yeah, that was a very sweet picture. But
yeah, she's never really been fond of being alone. Like we even when we were trying like the self-soothing thing, like, okay, you know, you kind of got to figure this out. Like we can't always. Oh no, she can go for a while, letting you know that she does not enjoy being alone. To the point to where it's like, is she gonna outlast me on this? Like, who's more stubborn right now? Like, oh my gosh,
she's pretty dang stubborn.
Oh yeah.
She has me and you as a parent, so I mean, I'm just saying.
And I'm
it's
sure
built into her DNA.
Like, especially now, gonna be 8. Like, she has some sass. Faux show.
I wonder where she got that.
I don't know. Maybe her mama.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
The look right now that the producer is going is hilarious. See, this is one of those times I'm like, I wish we were filming this because the looks alone. So Piper loves people. She does not like to be alone.
And I think that's why she loves school so much. Why she loves like family events and getting together, going out to places like Disney World and Disneyland where there's crowds and you can just hear the chatter and.
But I am bound and determined to think she does not like her birthday, which makes me sad. And this is my personal opinion, and I only say that.
Do tell.
Because she constantly is getting sick near her birthday. Like, April is not good for her.
Never has been.
I know. I'm like, what are you doing? Do you just not want a birthday party? Because I am
We've
bound and
discussed this
determined to
before, yeah.
throw one for you because I love birthdays. I think they should be celebrated because that was a day you came into this world and got to meet everybody. And I think that's worth celebrating. I think it's amazing and wonderful for everybody, not just Piper. Everybody. I love birthdays, especially Piper's. So it makes me sad. I'm like, can you just like your birthday?
Right now, knock on wood, fingers crossed. She's actually doing a lot better.
Yeah, but she has
her-
been sick all month. All month.
She was sick all of February, pretty much.
Like,
caught maybe
what the hell?
week or two break, if that.
I don't
in
even
March,
know. I don't even know.
And then was sick for like another 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
5 weeks. Yes, the first 2 were like unofficial, on the fence.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. I'm like, Piper was sick. She was coming down with something. She could feel it. I could see it. I don't care if anybody else can see it. I knew it was happening.
Well, I know, because we took her to the hospital and they did all the blood work and checked this, that, and the other, and everything came back negative. And it's like, she's clearly, I mean, even the people there said, like, yeah, well, she does look like she's sick, but
I don't have any answers for you.
We don't have any answers for you. So it's like, we can keep her here and just keep her under observation, or she can go home.
Nope, bring her home.
Yep, she's going to be more comfortable. We're going to do pretty much the same shit here.
Yep.
So.
If I can do what you're doing, then send her home. She doesn't need to be sent in a hospital. So yes, I just think it's funny that she absolutely loves people, but I think that she hates her birthday. And again, we've talked about birthdays and there's a lot of emotions tied to them. So maybe
I don't know.
For her, there's a lot of emotion tied to it. One, all the attention's on her, which actually isn't that unrealistic because it usually is anyways.
Yeah, she's pretty much used to that, you would think. But.
The only reason why people invite me is because I'm the way to get to her because she can't come over by herself. So we have talked about Piper's kind of a thrill seeker. She loves to spin. She loves to go fast. She loves to be upside down. She likes...
Oh, yeah. She likes like rides. The ones that we can, like teacups at Disney World and stuff like that. She... Again, because it spins, and I can do that shit with her all the and I don't think anybody else really can because Grams, Papa, you, Nana, like nobody else really. Everybody, nope. I don't want to spin. I don't want to do that. I'll spin with her.
I did. I let you spin us, but it was awful.
You usually look like you get green. You look like you want to vomit.
Yeah, because I do.
And Piper just laughs.
She loves it so much.
Me and Piper. I think it's the best. Like that was one of the things that I did love when we were both just laughing. We'd be on a ride. She'd be laughing. I'd be laughing. And then you're laughing because we're laughing.
Yeah. Last year we went to Lagoon and it's not as amazing as Disneyland or Disney World, but it's what we have close. And she got to ride some rides for the first time. And she loved... If anybody's been to Lagoon, if you live in Utah or just been around, a boat that just does the whole big swinging back and forth. There's probably lots of rides that do that. She loved that. Loved that ride. We rode it twice just because she loved it.
She made me think of myself because she was laughing hysterically.
Yeah. Loved it. And I wonder if it's like the whole weightless butterfly feeling when you get at the top.
I think that's what it is, that like weightless, because just as it catches at the back end, you kind of get that weightlessness before it kicks you forward and throw,
Yeah.
And I do. I think she likes it. And you get like the rush of air in your face and stuff. Like, because that's exactly how I get on roller coasters. Exactly how I get on roller coasters.
I wish I could get her on one. I just wish the time I could get her on one. We
need to find somebody that works at like a theme park or something and be like,
we got to check out the zip line.
Oh, yeah. But I think if we could find a ride, because Piper would love a roller coaster.
She would love a roller coaster.
Like a roller coaster.
I know.
None of this like itsy bitsy.
I know. She would absolutely love it.
Gosh, man, if I had money and like revenue and land and I could.
If we just had stuff.
Yeah. Like I would love to build like a fully operational ADA approved theme park.
Couldn't and I know there's like tons of logistics. Like I don't live in La La Land. I understand. But I'm thinking of a roller coaster like doesn't go upside down, just like a roller coaster. Why couldn't you just put a 5-point harness in some of those seats?
I think all these damn things should, and after unfortunate events in the nation,
happened a lot. But yeah, all the time I think that
it's like, well, this thing should come down. No, you should have at minimum, in my opinion, a 3-point harness, then the bar or the overhead lap thing, whatever.
There should be several.
There should be at least 2 forms of safety precautions
keeping you in. Agreed. I've always thought that, but yeah, for me, I'm just thinking, how hard would it be to take an existing ride and just on some of the seats add a harness for somebody? Like, is it that hard to do?
I don't know. I wouldn't think it to be that hard. I mean, especially if you figure, like, if, let's say a ride has 20 seats, you take 2 of those seats and modify them.
And I'm not talking big modifications. No, like, even for her, she really could sit if you just put a harness around her.
Yep, just put a harness on her.
Like on a regular roller coaster.
Well,
you're right. Things for her are a little bit different.
Things are a little different. I mean,
but I'm just saying, in general, that would be more accessible to some people.
How many other people in the country would benefit from something like that? That, are wheelchair bound? Because I'm pretty sure she's not the only one that's wheelchair bound that would love that rush, that excitement.
Well, and and I don't know. It's just one of those things that, like, there's lots of people who have upper body strength that she doesn't have. But I just think that a harness isn't
it's a bad idea.
Anybody could use the seat. You don't have to be somebody who has to use the harness, but it would be available to somebody who might need it. That's all I'm saying.
I concur.
That's why I'm saying not big modifications. Even something that little could probably benefit somebody.
And to be honest, Disney World and Disneyland, both super accommodating with Piper and her wheelchair accessibility. And, like, all of the characters were so super friendly. I mean, I know it's like a contractual thing before they get like they gotta be.
They have expectations.
Yeah.
And you live up to those expectations.
Very high expectations to work at Disney. But, I mean, not even just the cast members, but like the crew members.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do to help you? Is there something that she needs? Oh, we can totally remove this entire section and we can lock her wheelchair into this and she can experience this ride. Great, let's do that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like, if you guys are going to offer it to us, because, it's not like platformed out there. Hey, if you have a child, like, so people would see us and they'd be like, yeah, we can totally do that for you if you want.
So
let's do it. I mean, we did that with, what was it, the Buzz Lightyear shoot thing, and she loved it.
She did. She loves rides, though. She loves rides. So she's adrenaline. She likes it.
Yeah. I think it's funny because, I mean, I think she'd outlast her old man.
Any day of the week.
It's like, hey, let's get on this ride. Like, if she could be like, hey, Papa, let's ride this. I bet your dad would be like, oh.
No, he doesn't ride rides anymore.
I know he doesn't. Like at Disney World, when we got on that space ride and he got off and he used.
This is the upside, though, to like going with my parents now, is because my mom still rides rides, but my dad is pretty well, like, he'll ride a couple, but he is pretty much on the, like, I'm good not riding rides.
He's like, give me a Dramamine while I watch, because that shit throws me
off. So, he'll just sit with Piper while we ride rides, which is super awesome for me and you. We can
it totally works
get some rides in and he can just hang out
with her. I just love the family event. The whole thing. Everybody being there, Max, April, Justin, Brooke, your mom, your dad. Like,
I'm all about a family, so.
I love it. I really do. And, like, it and I think it's because I didn't have it growing up. Are you voicing your opinion? I know you're princess over there and it's your weekend, but come on.
We will finish up soon, okay? Yeah.
But anyway, Piper, she lets you know if she likes something or not. And like, in
case you haven't noticed.
Yeah, like right now she's getting a little bored because we're not focusing on her 110%.
And then tomorrow she'll be overstimulated and be like, oh, okay.
But like today, I stopped by and saw my mom really quick, and because she hasn't been feeling too good, and she was telling me that she's really planning on coming over, but she thinks her fibro's acting up.
because the
But
weather's crap.
Yeah, it's been so crappy the last few days. Like, I worked in the rain yesterday, and that was shit. But my brothers, apparently, are supposed to be making an appearance. Plural. Multiples.
Okay.
At least 2 of the 4.
I mean, I wasn't planning on that, but
I wasn't either, and
won't
I
turn them away.
Exactly, and that's what I told my mom. I said, all of you guys are welcome. I don't care.
Because your mom is the only one who's ever shown up.
And that's what I said. And I kind of peeked my head in the door because I could see my brother at the top of the stairs. And I'm like, you guys are all welcome. You don't have to stay. It'd be nice for you guys to just stop by and say hi and tell her happy birthday.
Which, it's not like we have big extravagant plans. They're pretty small. It's really just and ice cream family.
Yeah.
I did not get ice cream.
Oh, that's fine. I can go get some.
Well, we won't talk about this right now. Anyways, we don't need to talk about that right now. We don't need to plan this. Squirrel. Anyway, so that's exciting. That'll be fun stuff.
Where I was going with that
is
that I told my mom because my brothers were kind of asking, like, what should we get Piper? What's best for her? And my mom's like, well, she likes music, she likes lights. And I told my mom, I said, she has got so much shit. She does not need any more. I said, you know what? You tell all the boys they want to get her something. I'm like, tell them to donate, $20. I said, because we need to get her a new pool. She loves to swim. She originally was very iffy with water.
Yes.
And I think it was just due to the fact that her vision was very limited. Water's clear, so it's not the easiest thing to see anyway.
Yeah. Well, and she doesn't like to be cold.
And she does
Piper
not like. She doesn't like cold food.
Like to be cold
at all.
Yeah, you're right. She doesn't like cold food.
Yep.
She doesn't like to feel cold. She does not like cold.
She does not like cold.
It's not her forte.
So, and there's times when you get out of a bath or you get out of a shower, whatever, you get that initial cold, like, because it's no longer warm.
Yeah.
She does not like that.
Yeah. So she's not like baths for a long time.
Yeah. But now, I think she's figured out that she can move herself.
Yes.
Because you got the little pool and you were taking her out there and stuff, and now she likes pools.
Yeah.
She likes to
Which
go out
I
there.
love, because in the summer it gives us something to do.
Well,
here at the
I'm
house.
not gonna lie. She gets kissed by the sun so easy. Like, she's out there for 5 seconds and she has a tan.
This girl has gorgeous skin. The sun comes out and she's like, I'm beautifully tan. And I'm like, I'm burned to a crisp. So this is awesome. That's how we roll around here.
Yeah. Huh. Me and you get tanned up.
She is tan right now. She has tan marks from shorts she was wearing, one of the 2 times the sun was out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez Louise. So one thing that Piper really loves is movies with music. And this is actually like newer.
So she likes musicals.
Yeah, but I wouldn't qualify everything that because
it's true. Because
you don't qualify Disney movies as musicals technically.
Not all of them.
Yeah, but they have music on them. Anyways, so and this is new. This is fairly new within the last couple of years.
Yeah.
She never, ever had any interest in movies, TV, ever when she was younger. She was like, I don't give 2 shits about that.
Because you can't really see it,
No.
But.
So we did find the love. Her first movie she really attached to was Tangled, which I absolutely love. So I was fine watching that every day, ever. And then we kind of progressed from there. And this is the thing.
But now, but now it's like anything.
It is. She's really, actually really expanded and grown movie-wise.
Because I can sit down and watch something where people are getting the shit beat out of them and their faces blowing off.
She loves an explosion.
And she laughs. Yeah, because she laughs. And I'm like, oh, that's my girl.
Yeah. But the thing is, the thing that I have learned with her is the first movie of the day, because as soon as Piper gets up, we get her going with a feed and she watches a movie to get her day going. Because honestly, I am not a morning person and I cannot be going 100 miles an hour first thing when I wake up. Especially
at 4 in the fucking morning.
If she's woken me up. So this is one of those things that I have created a habit that she gets up, we get her feed going in her G-Tube, and she watches a movie, a Disney movie. And she's fine with it. This has become a routine. She likes it. I enjoy it because I don't have to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
I think she likes it too because she knows that even if you're on the couch, because she knows you're on the couch because she hears everything.
Yeah.
But, she knows that you got up, you got her, you changed her, and now she's essentially listening to a movie.
She's starting her day.
Yeah,
is what it is.
Yeah,
it's
she's
like
up
the
and
start of
starting
her day.
Yeah.
But the first movie of the day has to be a Disney movie with singing, with
Lots
music.
of music.
Yes,
Yeah, lots
has
of
to
singing
be.
and music.
I have tried other Disney movies in the morning, and she will avidly yell at me. She does not enjoy that.
This is boring.
So we can watch those after or late.
Yeah.
But the first one of the day has to have music. That is, it's just
So,
the thing.
like,
That's who she is.
Just simple example. Meet the Robinsons. Great movie. Excellent movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not a whole lot of singing.
None.
So
Really?
Yeah, like none really. But you put on Princess and the Frog.
I think we watched that today.
I
She
mean,
loves Princess and the Frog.
Moana, anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they're busting out in song like every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And she loves it.
I'm telling you, if there is a musical number within the first 5 minutes, it's a winner.
Yeah, pretty much.
There are other musicals I've tried to get her to like that are not Disney movies or like not cartoony, like animated, that she's not into, which I'm really sad about, but it's fine.
She didn't get, was it Hamilton?
I tried to get her to like Hamilton,
Yeah.
but it's not like singing.
No, it's different. It's a Broadway.
It's way more like rapping.
Yeah. But we also tried to get her to watch, what was it, the Newsies?
I tried to get her to watch Newsies, and she did not like Newsies, which made me sad because I loved Newsies growing up. That's fine.
She wasn't really interested in Sweeney Todd either.
I don't remember watching that with her.
I think you and I watched it, and she was just in the room, and she...
Maybe it is a color thing also, because they're not very bright.
Well, not Sweeney Todd.
No, Sweeney Todd's very dark. But even Newsies, though, like, it's not like a bright, exciting...
No, it's not, because, yeah...
It's taken back in the day. And
So I think it's more of like that animated, kind of musical style.
Yeah.
She really enjoys. But like in the afternoon after her day's gotten and going and stuff like that.
Yeah, she'll
like,
watch pretty much anything.
Yeah, she'll watch anything.
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
Fantasia. She's never seen that. I don't know why.
Fantasia. We have never watched it, but and Fantasia's all music, by the way.
Yeah. She might.
No words, though.
Yeah.
Just
music. So that might be.
No, we did try watching Fantasia. She was not interested.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We only got like 10 minutes into it, and she was just like, no, not doing it for me.
She sounded like this.
Yep.
If you can hear her in the background.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In case anyone's confused, this is unhappy. She is not happy about this right now.
She's voicing her opinion.
I don't know why.
We need to end this.
When we paused it, she was like having a grand old time and laughing, and now she's angry. Angry is a strong word, but she's definitely not like, this is my favorite thing to do.
Some of the other things that Piper doesn't really like is she's very picky about the textures that she touches.
Oh, yes, we have. She's gotten way better, but we have talked about textures. Yes,
like
textures are a thing.
Her textile things that, if she doesn't like it, like, she doesn't just pull her hand away. Like, she, like, picks that shit up.
She'll let you know.
Like, do not get that near me. I don't
Right now, like, I feel like the big trend is the Orbeez. They're like the little jelly water balls.
Oh, yeah.
They fill with water. They're kind of slimy.
They absorb the water.
She absolutely hates those. If she, like, thinks for 2 seconds her hand is going near one, she freaks out.
I think they feel kind of cool. And she hates them.
I bought some for her and I ended up giving them away because she 100% was like, don't even think about it. I will punch your lights out.
You would have to, like, force her hand into
even
it.
then, she would 100% was like, no. Hates it. So that is a big one.
Yeah.
Which I just think is funny because so many people like them and they're relaxing, and she is like, never, not doing that.
Yeah. And I feel like sometimes too, I think it's a catch-22 because of the stimulation of being around a bunch of people. Because sometimes like she loves it till she doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can be overwhelming.
And then like she starts to get overwhelming, and then she's done.
Yep.
And shuts down.
Yep.
But she does love being in crowds, amongst people, around family, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where she got that from. Like, because, like, don't get me wrong, I love a live concert.
That's pretty much like the only thing you like that involves crowds of people.
Yeah.
I pretty much drag him everywhere else.
We go out to eat, and I'm like, can we sit over there in the corner so that I could put my back against the wall?
Oh, and that's funny because I don't even want to go out and eat. Like, I'm totally against that nowadays. I'm like, I'm good.
True.
I don't need to
We
be
don't
in a
need to do
restaurant.
that.
Can we pick it up? I'm good with that. I like to be in my own home environment nowadays. Now that it's an option. There was one more thing I was going to say about Piper, and I can't remember what it was now.
So
It's gone.
On the weekends, I'll pick her up, and she gets excited because I'll pick her up off the couch, like if we're just hanging out or something, watching TV. And I'll go and change her, and then after I pick her up again, I'll tell her, where do you want to go? And she'll get real quiet and still. And then I'll take a couple steps, and I'll ask her, where are we going? And I'll start walking to the bedroom, and I kind of like playfully toss her onto mine and Alicia's bed. And,
He didn't want to make it sound terrible.
yeah.
I throw her over onto the bed. I'm sorry, which is funny. Anyways, continue.
But she laughs, and because she knows, like, we'll go in there and like we'll snuggle, we'll read. I give her tickles and we play and stuff like that. So she very much loves interaction. It's whether it's one-on-one with someone, because she loves to play with your mom. She loves to play with my mom. So yeah, she's very much wants to be around people, and I just can't for the life of me understand, because she did not get that from me.
Agreed. She did not. Just as of right now, as you were talking, the one thing that she's become to love is kind of like peekaboo.
Yeah.
I throw a blanket over her face, and you say, "Where's Piper? Where'd she go?" And she gets all excited. And then you rip the blanket off, and you say, "There she is."
Or
Loves it.
sometimes I'll just leave it on her and make her move her arms to pull the blanket.
Oh, well, I always give her the opportunity
Yeah.
to move her herself. She just doesn't always have that
It's
capability.
true. Yeah, because sometimes she won't. But sometimes she will. Sometimes she will. But I think that's really all we had to cover on this episode. Just
I mean, really, just like talk about Piper
Yeah.
and how awesome she is and her likes,
Yeah.
her loves of this world. Because she has them.
It's true. She,
And she loves me most days. Not all of them, by the way, but most of them.
She loves going for rides. She
Mm-hmm.
pretty much knows where we're going too. I mean, she understands when you tell her we're going somewhere, but
Mm-hmm.
I think she can tell, like,
Yeah, she can't
directionally.
see, but I think she can tell. Yeah, you're right.
We've
Distance.
gone this far. Yep, we've
Yep.
gone this far. We've turned these many times or whatever. We're going to Nana's house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she does. She loves to go for rides. She loves adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Loves being outside.
Yeah,
So
she does. Oh, she
And
loves being outside.
she does. I just
Loves
really,
it.
really cannot wait for the weather to start getting a little bit better. Maybe go to the park, do some picnics and
Oh
stuff.
my gosh, the weather needs to be better so much. Right now I'm planning this party being in our house, which is fine. We don't have 1 million people coming, but we also don't have a very big house. So I'm like moving furniture and like
Yeah.
packing Piper's equipment away into corners of the... Yeah, it's super fun. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks for coming by. Thanks for listening to us squabble or sassy or whatever that happened. We sass talk each other. I don't
Yeah.
know. Piper being cranky in the background because that happens, and she just smiled because she knew exactly what I was talking about, this child of mine.
She's so smart. She knows.
I know. She's brilliant.
All right. Well, again, thanks for stopping by and checking us out. We will catch you on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye.
You